Hello, everyone. Jax West, Stephen Avery Project, Justice with Jax, MAM Gossip, going over the Brendan Dassey jail calls. All these calls are from 2006 when Brendan was in jail but has not gone to trial yet. Somebody filed a Freedom of Information Act to get all of these calls. And then I was lucky enough to be sent the calls. None of these are dated, so we do not know when these calls are from, other than they're from the year that before Brendan went to trial. That's all we know. Each call is, hello, Debbie. Each call is about 15 minutes. Vita Vegemite. All calls are at most 15 minutes in length. Sup, Tamara? We are now on episode 50. That's what I was just saying. I was just on the phone with Paul Kaluzinski, and I'm like, we are going into episode 50. So you're talking, we've probably listened to our 60 hours. Because some of these videos are longer than an hour, like an hour and a half. So, holy cow, we've listened to so many. And we are at 20, 21, 22. We've listened to 422 out of, I believe it's supposed to be like 450-ish calls. But I can't count the individual calls since first I see just all the files to pick a file, and then there's individual tracks in there. So now we're in file 35, and there are 11 tracks in this one. Now, hello, Sheena. You love Lucy. So yeah, 11 tracks in here. Where we left off is he's trying to find Travis, and it was a bunch of no answers. And one call was declined. So, but we never know, even though this one is the next one in order, if this is going to be where we picked up from the last file or not. So, will this be him still looking for Travis? Will this be him calling his mom and telling her that he can't get a hold of Travis? I don't know. But let's start the first one. And so we'll be live now for at least an hour. We'll see how long it takes for these 11 tracks.
Hello. Hello. This is a
Everything is good with Melissa.
Inmate at the Sheboygan County Jail. To accept charges, press 0.
She's starting a new job and will be working 7 days a week.
Hello. Hello.
Oh my God, this is Carla.
How you doing?
Not bad.
Not bad. You feel better now?
Is that Carla?
Yeah.
There wasn't much people on my side.
Why?
In court?
Yeah.
Yeah, there wasn't
Or is that Barb?
much people.
Well, nobody else is around, honey.
Okay, it is Barb.
Everybody else is working.
So this is after court. Okay, or one court appearance.
I know you were there.
Well,
There
I'll
was.
tell you about Melissa in between calls.
Carla, Stacy, Blaine, Mike.
Was Bobby there?
No,
I thought I seen him. Unless that was Blaine.
that was Blaine. Blaine was sitting right next to Mom.
Yeah.
Now, you can look up Brendan.
I did look up. I looked up.
Did you hear me say that I love you?
No.
No.
Well, I probably couldn't because you know I got a bad ear.
Yeah. I know. I was actually shocked they took the handcuffs off of you.
Well, they told me that if they took them off, I had to have my hands on the table all the time.
Yeah.
And they had that one thing on my leg.
What's that?
That one thing that they put on my leg. I don't know what what it's called. But if they,
A shocker?
yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
They'd ever shock you, you'd let me know.
Yeah.
Yes.
They only
Ailden.
had it on me for that little while, though.
I don't care.
They only put that on me because they, in case I would, like, try to attack someone.
Well, are you going to attack anybody?
No.
Okay, then. You did a good job today.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. I'm proud of you. Really proud of you.
Yeah.
It might take a little bit longer, Brendan,
Yeah.
but when you get this new attorney,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
That was nice of Barb. Shocking.
tell him the truth.
Yeah.
Okay. All right?
Yeah, it's going to take them a while to listen to the tapes and that.
Right, but he'll probably come talk to you first,
Yeah.
or her, or whoever you get.
Yeah.
Yes. I know this is hard for you. I know that. It's hard for all of us out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen them.
She did, Kat.
Guy again up here.
What guy on?
The guy that I talked to about stuff.
Who's that?
That Jim guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seen the stuff on the TV before I left. And that's the last time. Today was the last time I'm going to see him though.
Why?
Because Jackie's back.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she came up with him.
Oh.
And I asked him about if I could watch movies up here.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I asked him if I can watch a movie, when, that one that I want to watch comes out, The Marine.
Yeah.
She said that if I had,
I know Brendan doesn't understand,
the
but
TV
it's
that was
jail.
programming
You know, you
for
don't get to have like pay-per-view and
the
Game
DVD
Boy and
thing
all of that.
to plug
You
in
know, it's
to, like,
not fun.
to go to all the TVs
Yeah.
that they could do that, but I don't, and
Is there a room that does?
I don't know.
Why don't you ask and find out?
I thought they would do that in the game room, though.
I don't know. All you can do is ask, hon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the
You have
movie
entered the
can't be
Twilight Zone, Debbie.
above rated R. They can't even be rated R.
No, they've got to be rated PG for you because you're only 16, hon.
Yeah. But I don't know if that movie I want to see is PG-13 or 14.
I don't know. So did she talk to you afterwards?
Ooh.
When?
No.
Oh. Well, when you get this other attorney, like I said, you tell him,
Yeah.
okay?
And about me getting moved closer,
Yeah.
it's not up to the
Oh,
judge.
thank you, Brianna.
Uh-huh.
It's not
Brianna?
up to the judge.
Brianna. It's got to be Brianna, not Brianna.
Oh. Who said that?
My attorney and,
Hello again, Cindy.
or whatever it is.
Crap?
Oh,
The cop?
yeah, that brought me there.
Oh. Hmm. Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Give it a little while yet, okay?
Yeah. Well, I was thinking maybe I should wait until I get a new attorney and then ask him to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
a cat. It's
aw.
off. Barb was being a real mom.
He's not going to do nothing to you no more, Brendan.
No.
No.
No, I mean before court heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the news today?
Yeah.
Yeah, what channel?
Channel 11, Channel 26.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty spelling of it, Brianna, because I'm
Yeah.
sure it looks really pretty in cursive. I mean, who knows cursive now since we type everything?
What did you think about it?
What did I think about it? What do you mean?
Did
All he said was you signed the confession.
you gave a confession?
Yeah,
Yeah.
gave a confession, yeah. How did you get that confession?
Them,
Huh?
the cops.
Yeah.
You still doing that noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I seen Jim today,
Yeah.
he asked me how I was doing. I said, well, I told him I could be doing better, but I told him about you and Blaine.
What do you mean?
Told him that you were having a hard time,
Yeah.
and that you had that thing about stress or whatever.
Yeah.
And I told him about Blaine moving my stuff out of the bedroom.
Yeah.
They asked me if I was blaming myself for that,
What do you mean?
about you having stress and
No,
Blaine.
it's not your fault, honey. I'm
I
not
know.
blaming nothing on you. Nothing. I blame it all on them other two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should have seen them in the back of the courtroom. They were laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everything's a joke to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blaine goes, look at them. Look at them over there. They're laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can listen to this. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hi, Janet. These are calls from when Brendan was in jail before he went to trial. So all these calls are from 2006. Somebody filed the Freedom of Information Act to get access to these calls and then sent me all the calls. So we listened to them.
Yeah.
And you?
You didn't lose me, hon.
No, I mean you lost that one that had that car accident right by Corey
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that there's a new girl up here, but I think she's having a hard time though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was crying right after I got here.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about though.
Don't know. Yeah, like I said, you did a good job today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody else said you did a good job too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember, when you get your other attorney, don't talk to them investigators no more.
I won't.
I hate to tell you what to do, Brendan, but when you talk to them, they're just burying you more.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
When they were bringing me to court,
yeah.
when they were walking me over there, I thought I seen like some kids from school.
Maybe you did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't even look backwards, hon.
I only seen like a few back in the back.
Well, that one that was sitting way in the corner back there, Mike knew her. I don't know who she was.
Oh.
Compared to Blaine, that was Fox's wife, I guess.
Yeah. So I have a question now. You said that one girl was going to write to me.
What girl, hon?
You told me on Wednesday that what's her name was going to write.
Oh, yeah.
When is she going to do that, though?
I don't know. She's going back to where she came from.
Where's that?
Well,
I think
she is living with Scott now at this time, so maybe she's getting some
New York.
vitamin D and is in a better mood.
Has there been anything in the newspaper?
I don't know yet. Probably tomorrow there will be.
Yeah. I wonder if when I got my trial, that one guy, you know, that wrote them two things in the mail, or the newspaper from Green Bay.
Yeah.
I wonder if he would go on the stand or whatever.
I don't know, hon. When you get this new attorney, though, you tell him that you want me to know everything, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not left in the dust like this last time.
Yeah.
I am still your mother.
Yeah. You'll always be my mom.
Good. I know that, hon. And nothing between me and you will change.
No.
You have 1 minute left.
I know on Monday I was a little sad though because I seen my wrestler didn't win his belt because the ref didn't see Ed's cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he threw that belt in the water and he made a new one.
Hmm.
I didn't know why he did that.
I don't know.
But after a while, John Cena beat him up for that.
Yeah. Oh, we've only got a minute left, hon.
Yeah. Just so you know, I got 60 in my account now.
Huh?
I got 60 in my account.
Yeah.
66.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Love you.
I love you too, honey.
Tell Blaine I said hi.
Brendan says hi, guys. They both said hi.
Yeah.
They both love. Thank you for using Evercom.
Bye.
All right, before I play the next call, so Paul wanted me to look up to see if I could find, if there is a court date set for Melissa. Melissa's case is in federal court, so it would be in Chicago. So he wants me to snoop around and see if I could find anything, even if there's like a status hearing. So I gotta start Googling to see if I can figure that out. And then the other thing he told me, which is funny, and I told him we were just talking about Melissa's case on the live, is so Melissa's case was featured a couple months ago on the Dr. Oz show. And so on that episode, though, it was Paul was on it, and so was DeLuca, which is Melissa's original attorney. So Dr. Oz flew them to New York to do the Dr. Oz show, but they literally were in New York only 24 hours. You know, Paul was back the next day. But they sent somebody to Melissa's prison back then too. You know, they got approval and all that, and so they did an interview with Melissa, but that hasn't aired. And so Dr. Oz is going to be kicking off his new season so we'll be the end of this month, now that we're in September. And so there's Melissa's episode is going to be airing at the end of September. So got to keep an eye on that too. So start looking at the Dr. Oz show when it's saying upcoming episodes and seeing if we can find what the date is that they're going to be airing the Melissa episode. So, and yeah, you guys are all researchers, so see if you can find, and I asked, Paul too, I'm like, who's Melissa's judge? Because I never remember, and he can't remember the name, but it's a female, and I said, what court is it? And he just said federal, so that should be the Dirksen building in, Chicago. So if anybody feels like it at any point to, start Googling and see if you can find if there's been a date set for Melissa. All right, let's go into the next call. We're going into call 2 of 11 in this file.
Hello?
Hello, this is a collect call from
Brandon?
an inmate at the Sheboygan County Jail. This call is subject to monitoring and recording. Thank you for using Evercom.
Oh? Yeah?
Yeah. Were you in court today?
No?
No?
Why?
I don't know.
Why do you say that?
I don't know, because you were on TV and I missed part of it. I don't know what it was about.
I don't know. I haven't seen none.
I was on Channel 11.
Yeah, you had that on.
It was in the beginning. There might be something on Channel 26. I don't know.
I don't know.
So did he come up to you today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, about tomorrow.
Yeah.
He said that it wasn't a hearing, it was a press conference or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's him, Ken Kratz, and my other attorney, that Ray guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to talk about the speedy trial thing.
Mm.
Did you get anything in the mail today?
No.
No?
Why?
Well, I did it about some hearing info and that.
For when?
They're next year, February 5th, the 6th, and the 7th.
What's that for?
It says hearing info, it says jury trial. So I gotta be there when Steven has his trial or whatever.
It's on the 5th, too?
Yeah.
So was your attorney going to call me?
Well, he said he was going to see you sometime this weekend or week.
Okay.
And all the stuff we talked about, it wasn't nothing about the case, so
No.
that's for the next time.
Oh.
He was told me stuff about him, and he asked me some few questions.
No.
Yeah. Like he asked me stuff about you, like where you work and your age and that.
No.
And he asked me about my dad. I didn't know his age and his, where he works.
I don't have any dinner plans.
So I probably gonna
Bryce?
ask you.
Wednesdays are always Jeff works till 9, 10 o'clock, so I haven't even thought about dinner. I went out to breakfast with a friend that we were working together today, so we went to breakfast first before we walked.
And when I was out, who did I spend most of my time with?
Yeah.
Well, I said that I spend most of the time with Blaine at school, and
Oh, yeah.
on weekends I would spend time with, or by Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you the only one home?
No.
Who else was there?
Bobby.
Oh.
Look at you guys with spaghetti. I had such a spaghetti craving and made it last week.
That you told
So.
me to yesterday?
I feel good that I filled my
That's all
spaghetti
Justin, I was
need.
gonna call.
I don't know when I had seen Blaine.
Well, I was gonna say if he was home, I would tell him to do it to do it tomorrow instead of today, because I didn't get my calling card.
Yeah. So if he comes back tonight, I can tell him.
Yeah.
It really bothers me when she does the woe is me voice because, again, no matter what's going on in your life, Barb, you're not in jail. So can you perk it up a little bit when you're talking to him?
Did you eat today?
No.
No.
I'm not hungry.
Today I learned another word that means full.
Huh?
I learned another word on TV that means full.
Means full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That you're Vookie.
Huh?
You're Vookie.
You're Vookie?
Yeah.
I've never heard that word. The pills voice.
Yeah.
On your teeny tiny violin.
Sometime this week, he said.
Yeah.
Did you give him my phone number?
Don't you know it already?
I called there today, but he wasn't there.
Yeah. At what time was that?
10 o'clock.
He was up here for like almost 2 hours.
So does he seem like a nice guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told me stuff about him, like, he said he didn't really like King Chris that much.
Who does? was, besides Carla and her friends.
I don't care about that. I just wish my life would go back to normal.
Yeah.
They're not picking on us, they're picking on Brian.
Who is?
Who do you think?
The investigators?
No, the cops.
Why would they do now?
Huh?
What did they do to him now?
No, they stopped him again last night.
For what?
They said he was selling drugs.
Yeah, right.
That's what I said when he told me about it. Just because he's got a nice car, that means he's selling drugs? I don't think so. That's why he's paying it off yet to the bank.
Yeah. How about all the people that got the other nice cars now?
Who did she say it was? Because I wasn't paying enough attention. Was it Bobby? Because Bobby does sell drugs. So does Scott.
Yeah, when my new attorney talked to me and he asked me, like, what I did all with Steven and that,
Yeah.
he asked me, then he asked me if, what's my goal for in the future, and I told him I wanted to make video games. He said, was there anybody that was supporting your idea? And I said, well, my brothers and you. And he asked me if Steven did it. I'm like, no. He was trying to get me away from the games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Travis, he supported me too. One time when I was over by him, Danny had one of his friends that played video games a lot, and he couldn't admit that he was a game freak.
Just like you?
Yeah. And Travis, like, he said that, I forgot how he said it. He's like, I don't know, I can't remember how he said it. Something like, I ain't afraid to say that I'm a game freak. Something like that.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, yesterday when you came up here, I thought,
What?
yesterday when you came up here, I thought that, in the library with the books, I thought I read all the ones that I would like, you know?
Yeah.
But last night I went to the library and I found one so far that I liked, and I finished it like an hour ago or so. Yeah. It's about this girl that was having these dreams with this guy in it. They used to live in the house that she lives in now. But every time she has a dream about him, he gets stronger.
Okay, that's what I thought she said was Brian. Brian, I don't know if he was selling drugs, but we know that Bobby and Scott both were.
Don't mind me, I don't feel too good.
Yeah, I could tell that.
Huh?
I could tell that you're not feeling good. Because of the way you sound.
Only nerves, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Nerves and stress.
Yeah. Yeah, when my dream
So
came
again,
crazy,
nerves and stress.
I already knew
So
what the-
buck
I
up,
told you
camper.
about
The kid is in jail. It is his life that's gonna be lost. Can you be nice? Can you try and boost his spirits?
They wish that the other kids up here were like me. They already knew that.
Probably because the guards told them.
Yeah.
Because you're not a bad kid.
No. But the only ones that don't know that is Ken Kraft and the cops and that.
I know.
You have 1 minute left.
Thank God.
Brian was talking about maybe coming up with your dad on Sunday.
Who?
Brian.
Yeah. Last week when Dad came up, he said that Blaine might come up, so.
And he might, I don't know, he might be going north with Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. I'll tell Jason to call Travis.
Huh?
I mean, I'll tell Blaine to call Travis for you.
Yeah.
First up.
Thank you for using Evercom.
What an asshole. She's just really a fucking asshole. That really pisses me off when she talks to Brendan like that. Because she is his world. And he doesn't need that on his plate. I remember that's something that Kent, another case, would tell me, is he just can't handle it. Like he would be talking to a family member and they're just telling him all this awful stuff that's going on in their life, and he's like, what do they expect me to do with it? I'm in prison. I can't fix that, and now it's just pissing me off and aggravating me because I can't help them. You know, so I don't need that. Yeah, she needs the D. Buck up, camper.
For English, press 1. Para español, marque el 2. Please enter your PIN.
Me neither, Maz.
That number is invalid. Please try your call again later. For English, press 1. Para español, marque el 2. Please enter your PIN. You have $20 remaining on your account.
Based on the number dialed,
You have 35 minutes remaining on your card. Thank you for using Evercom. The number is now being dialed. You are receiving a free call from an inmate at a correctional facility. To leave a voice message, press 1, or just wait for the tone. To send a numeric page, press 2 now. At the tone, please record your voice message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press pound for more options.
hey Justin, this is Brian. I just wanted to say if you were by Travis,
This call is subject to monitoring and recording.
so I can talk to Travis once in a while. Bye.
I feel bad for the kid that he's trying to seek out Travis. And
Press 1.
nobody tells him that Travis doesn't want to talk to him anymore and lets him do this,
Please enter your PIN.
wasting this time and money on trying to find Travis.
Based on the number dialed,
You have 29 minutes remaining on your card. Thank you for using Evercom. The number is now being dialed.
Uh-oh, busy tone. Who's on the internet?
For English, press 1. Para español, marque el 2. Please enter your PIN. You have
based on the number dialed,
You have 29 minutes remaining on your card. Thank you for using Evercom. The number is now being dialed.
Well, Debbie, and the thing with Travis would be so easy to fix. They told Travis that Brendan said whatever, and he didn't.
Yeah?
Why aren't people telling him that?
This call is subject to monitoring and recording.
who's
Hi.
on? Huh?
Hello, Kimber.
I was on the phone. I was talking to Bobby. But I'm glad you called me on the cell phone because Mom's got to leave for a little bit.
Where are you going?
I got to go take my bowl in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was some on the news today.
Was there?
Yeah.
For what?
Just seen that my trial got delayed next year.
Really?
Yeah, but it's weird though on the bottom, you know, where it says that stuff.
Yeah.
It said that my trial was on April 16th or something like that.
No. That's for the suing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But why should they sue you when you didn't do nothing?
Yeah, I know that.
And that's what I hope you wrote in that letter you wrote.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
What are you doing outside?
carrying dog food over to the dogs so I can feed them.
Yeah.
Yeah. 25-pound bag, or 50-pound bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy.
Yeah.
Especially when I got to do it by myself all the time.
Yeah. Well, if I was there, I would do it.
I know. I know that.
Yeah, because that was my job to feed the dogs and water them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now me and Scott do it.
Yeah.
Shit.
I called Justin's cell phone before I
Yeah.
called you. Got his answer machine.
Again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I left a message on him. I told him I'll probably call him next week instead. And
Yeah.
yeah. But I think on Monday I'm going to call someone that I didn't for a while.
Who's that?
Emily.
Because she needs the deed, Kat.
You know what she's doing.
Yeah. If I could get crystals, but I'll see if I can do that.
Hello, Amanda.
Yeah.
Get her number for you.
Well, sometimes she's over by
To be
now.
fair, I didn't give much notice of when this was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one of these. I went to the library again. I got some books.
Yeah.
And one book I got because it was something different, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like poems, you know?
Holmes?
And I read some of them short ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're not regular poems, they're love poems.
Oh, poems.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you said homes.
Sweet kid, I love poems.
You know, like a house.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you said. Oh,
So what, do you feel better today, or
what?
do you feel better today than yesterday?
Oh, no. I got other problems, Brendan. I don't know what they are. Oh, I gotta go back in the house. Still there?
I bet some people here could tell her what her other problems are.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think Blaine will be coming up Sunday with your dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Jason, unless they're back by Sunday.
Yeah. When did they go?
Huh?
When did Blaine and Jason go?
They went camping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a number that I would like to get.
What, Jason's?
Yeah.
Uh,
But you would probably want to talk to me.
yeah.
That's what Blaine said the last time he came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason misses me at school and that.
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I can't remember it right offhand either.
I can't even remember Mike Osmondson's either to talk to Nick. I know there's a 05.
0514.
I don't know.
Well, you got Bobby's, don't you?
Yeah.
Bobby's with him right now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
What is he doing though?
Huh?
What is he doing, hunting?
No. They're on their way up to Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll call him.
Yeah. How many calling cards did you get on?
Just one. A 20.
Yeah.
Hello, China.
Just because I called Dustin and I got 9 minutes left or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, 14, but it takes 5 off when you use the card.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah. Otherwise, if that didn't do it, then I'll probably get 2 calls in 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they shouldn't charge you 5 minutes just to connect
Yeah.
or to call. If I could, I'd send you a card up there, but that ain't going to do you no good.
No. It'd be better if I moved closer or out.
Yeah, out.
Yeah.
Back home where you belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I was thinking?
What?
The next time I got quartered to it is like, I think it said on TV in November or something.
Yeah.
That,
Well, I don't know. Your attorney's going to be coming up by you next weekend, or next week, I guess.
again?
Hey?
Yeah.
Oh. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. called me today.
Yeah.
Yeah. He seems much nicer than the other one,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. But I don't know if I would ask him to, like, do that when I told the old attorney to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he would do it, though.
I don't know.
I told him I asked my old attorney to get me moved closer, but he said it was up to the Manitowoc Sheriff's thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's best that you stay where you are, Brendan.
Yeah.
For the simple reason is because they know you there now. And they're not treating you like shit, are they?
No.
Huh?
No.
No. Manitowoc County, they might.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said, I think Travis, last time I talked to him, he said that when I told you that David was there before,
Yeah.
Travis said that David's out now or something like that.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you, huh? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even remember his number either,
Who's?
the Dickies. I don't know if he lives with his dad or not.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But Carl will be home this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll probably call her on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you want to call Mitch?
Huh?
Did you want to call Mitch?
Mitch? You mean Nick?
I mean Nick?
Yeah.
What? Do you want to let me go so you got more minutes for him?
Well, it don't matter.
Wow.
How much time you got left?
I don't know, hon.
Oh.
Hang on. I don't know. I've been talking to you 11 minutes already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Otherwise, you got money up there yet. Buy another calling card.
Yeah, but I won't get it tomorrow.
When would you get it?
Monday.
Oh.
Because they don't work on the weekends.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been trying not to chew on my fingernails.
That's good.
But it would be better if I had something like gum to chew on. But I think they don't let me have that.
I don't know.
3 Debbies, so we're missing the 4th, right? There's usually 4 Debbies.
But, the candy that you get that's sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That it is.
But like, every week you always wash the cell on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard another joke on TV.
You did?
Yeah, how can you tell the difference between an ant and a hippo?
One smaller than the other?
Ants are easier to pick up.
Oh. Yeah. If you don't squish them first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of my TV shows on the weekdays are...
That's another thing I would be doing if I was Brendan's mother.
Yeah.
I would buy joke books, you know, the cheesy joke books, and I would just read him jokes for
It's not
15
on
minutes.
anymore.
Well, I think today's the last day because it switches on Monday.
Mm. Well, you have to find out when it's on. Uh-oh. I might lose you, hon.
Why?
Hey?
Yeah?
Yeah,
You have 1 minute left.
my battery's dead.
Well, we only got 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, if I would have let you go at, like, when it said 1 minute, would it let me have that 1 minute back or no?
I don't know, hon.
No computer problems here, Nate. Knock on wood. So far.
I thought that you would get halfway and then the rest of the time would go, but when you're over it,
Yeah.
you would keep the minutes or something like that.
What?
I thought that you keep it, the minute.
I don't know, hon. I don't know how they work.
I don't know.
Uh,
Do you know if Brian's going on Sunday?
I don't know. I don't know, hon. I'll call him and find out, and then I'll let your dad know.
It would be good that Brad does, though, because he always makes it funny and that. Bye.
Now we're going into call 7 of 11.
For English, press 1. Para español, marque el 2. Please enter your PIN. You have $7 remaining on your account.
Based on the number dialed,
You have 9 minutes.
Nobody's answering this one.
For using Evercom, the number is
So I don't know if the
not
remaining calls will also be then insufficient funds. Whenever we get to the end of this file, then that will be the end of this video. We're already at an hour, and it'll be the end of videos for today. Now let's see if anybody answers call 8. Oh, we desperately need rain here. We've had a drought. We had some rain yesterday, but it was just a tiny bit. Weather said, now that we're into September, that this was officially the hottest summer on record for Chicago, for the Chicago area.
You have 9 minutes remaining on your card. Thank you for using Evercom. The number is now being dialed. This call is subject to monitoring and recording.
oh,
You are receiving a free call from an inmate at a correctional facility.
oh, Bobby D, aren't you special? But if you leave me your name, your number, and a brief message, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right? Later.
At the tone, record your message. To end, press star, or just hang up.
Yeah, Bobby, this is Brendan. Just wanted, Mom told me that you were with Osmonds, and I just wanted to talk to you and to Mike and Nick and that. That's it. Bye.
Doesn't his outgoing voicemail message just sound like a total douchebag? You've reached Bobby D. Aren't you special? Well, you're special that he hasn't killed you anyway. That you're alive to make a phone call. Oh, right, Bryce? And it said Southern Illinois has had more water than usual. So we've had a drought up here, and you've had too much water down southern Illinois.
Based
Based on the number dialed, you have 3 minutes remaining on your card. Thank you for using Evercom. The number is now being dialed.
Internet. Now we're on call 10 of 11.
For English, press 1. Para español, marque el 2. Please enter your PIN. You have $4 remaining on your account. Please enter the number you wish to call, including area code.
Alright, now we're going on the last call in this file, and the last call of this video, and the last call of today. Looks like somebody might
English,
answer
press
this one.
Para español, marque el 2.
Right? Someone is on the internet, so that's what we'll hear now. He'll talk to Barb and say I called and it was busy, and it'll be, oh, probably because Blaine was on the internet.
$4 remaining on your account. Based on the number dialed, you have 3 minutes remaining on your card. Thank you for using Evercom. The number is now being dialed. You are receiving a free call from an inmate at a correctional facility.
Oh?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah?
I called him.
Huh?
I called Bobby.
Yeah?
He didn't answer.
He didn't answer?
Oh, but I left him a message.
Oh. Maybe it didn't go through all the way.
This call is subject to monitoring and recording.
He's up that way more.
Well, I left.
Hey?
Yeah?
Oh.
He would still get my message, right?
Yeah, he'll get your message. Yeah.
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 Well, I just told him that I wanted to see what he was going to be doing up there or whatever.
Yeah.
And talk to Nick and Mike and that.
Yeah.
My grass
I
is
wonder
like
why he
hay,
didn't answer, 'cause he just answered 9.
all yellow and crunchy
Because
and
it
yuck.
comes up unavailable.
Probably.
Yours did anyhow just now. I don't know why, because it didn't before.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Could it be because I have less time or something like that?
Huh?
Could it be that's why I got less time?
I don't know, maybe.
Now I got like 3 or 2 minutes left.
Oh. Oh, no.
What?
I gotta plug my phone in.
Yeah.
Yep, last call for today, Maz.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose you. My battery was almost dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you going to be doing today?
I have to go take my bow in so I can get it fixed for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fixed it the wrong way.
You have 1 minute remaining.
Yeah.
I need to have him turn up the pounds and do something with the draw length and put a kisser button on it and
Yeah.
yeah. I gotta get there before he closes.
Well, before we get home, I love you and
I love you too, and I miss you a whole lot.
tell Scott I said hi.
Okay, I will. We're all going through bad times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boys are especially in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like I said, do not...
You have no time remaining on your card.
Bye.
This call is being terminated. Dialing of additional digits is not allowed.
What a way to end it. We're all going through bad times. The boys, especially, are in a lot of pain. I don't give a fuck. You're not in jail. Your life isn't being taken away. So why say that stuff to Brendan? I mean, maybe I can understand some of it because maybe when she says stuff like everybody's miserable because Brendan's not there, maybe that's something she says to make Brendan feel better or something, that, you know, everybody cares about him. But I mean, I really don't like this woe is us stuff. You know, you can make these calls positive. You don't need to, you know, when you're the person that Brendan cares the most about, like the only person he cares about, because she'll ask him, you want to talk to so and so? No, he don't want to talk to anybody but her or Travis. That's really it. And Marie. Yeah, little violin. Can you just make that time good? And kids like structure. I raised my son with breakfast with it at the same time every day, snack same time, lunch same time, nap same time, same bedtime, all that. My son's 26 now. He still lives by that. I totally, with Brendan, somebody who, you know, with his intellect and the issues that he has, I would totally be setting something up with him of, okay, Brendan, I can talk to you once a day. And so, you know, so you don't get the tons of calls. So, so I would just be doing, I can talk to you every day at such and such a time. And that would be that. I would set up the structure of Brendan will be calling me, you know, so you know, his phones get turned off at 7:30, you know, she's home from work at 5 or whatever and have dinner and all that. So I would be setting it up for 7 o'clock and go, okay, Brendan, I will talk to you every night at 7. And then we would do, you know, I would set things up that our calls would be different. So let's read a book, you know, that we'll be reading chapters of a book. We would be doing the jokes. I would be looking into the wrestlers that he likes and be talking to him about wrestlers. Or I know the wrestlers have those magazines or whatever. So I would get the magazines and read him the articles from the magazines, you know, all that. That's what Barb should be doing. Looking into the music and the movies, you know, the Fast and the Furious, all that. I am sure there are things that she could be reading to him about that stuff. Or when he's talking about music, I would have the music downloaded and I would play him the songs he wants to hear. So, you know, maybe it would be Music Mondays. And so on Mondays, it'll be, I'll play the songs that he wants to hear. You know, so he'll know in prior calls, tell me what songs you want to hear. And so then those 15 minutes, I can just play him some songs. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit there and go, oh, woe is me. My back hurts today, Brendan. It really, really annoys me. All right, so that puts us at, we have listened to 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 433 out of 450-ish calls. I do not know when we will go live next. I technically could probably do something on Friday, but not sure, so not going to promise you. I'll probably do something Monday. But I don't know for sure. you're just gonna have to stay tuned. It's Wacky Wednesdays for funny things Friday. Oh my god, I love it, Maz. Um so Christopher always messages me of when can I go live. So, and then he'll make an event or whatever when I tell him. So, I always want to try and do it. So, what time did I start today? Did I start at 2 today? I want to target to another 30 minutes. I I always want to be live by 1 p.m. my time because of how late it gets for you all. That's another reason why I don't want to keep going. And yes, I love you all. You're all my favoritist. But it being 4:37 p.m. here, but for some other time zones, it's so late for them. So that's why I like to try and get started at 1 o'clock. Unless we do a viewing night. So we've done that before on Friday nights where it's like, let's watch something together night. But I'll try and figure out my schedule. I was supposed to be off of work for tomorrow, but now I'm being asked to work tomorrow. So now I have to work 2 of my jobs tomorrow when it was only going to be 1. So let me see what's going on there, and then maybe Friday, or if not, because the one job that I have with the census, they haven't had me work it in a week, and so the census is only going until the end of September, and they're pretty much done with my area. So that's the one that I have the trouble with, is because they don't tell you if you're going to be working that day until that morning. So I typically don't find out until like 7 a.m. if I'm going to work that day. And then the other job, I work on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 2 to 4. That's why I don't do lives on Tuesdays and Thursdays, because I'm working because I'm working that one. So I should now not be working really during the day on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, except for like today I was working the other job that I usually do on Saturdays. But like I said, I did the work I would typically do on Saturday today because of it being a holiday weekend here. So it's to take the weekend off. So, but now I'm going to have to make a Facebook event and schedule for people to come to my house tomorrow night to put together literature, because I've had 2 candidates now while we've been live asking me, because I had already told everybody that we would take this week off from putting together literature because of the holiday weekend. And everybody's like, yeah, it's holiday weekend. Yeah, let's take it off. And now I've had 2 candidates ask me if we can do it. So now I have to make an event and invite people to do a literature stuffing thing at my house tomorrow night that I wasn't planning on doing. Bestest friends. Yep. So I'll leave you with, oh my God, it all floats down here. We all float down here, China. I was thinking of that. I should get a red balloon tattoo. I have no Stephen King tattoos, and I'm like a huge fan. Yeah, come on over, Maz. So I'm leaving you with the Melissa Kaluzinski homework assignment. Kaluzinski is Kalusinski. At the prison, they actually call her Ski. That's her nickname, Ski. So what Melissa's dad asked me to look for is, so he wants to find out so if her case, if there's anything on the docket for her case, even if it's a status hearing. So she is in federal court So that's in Chicago. So if you researchers want to be looking, trying to find a federal court in Chicago to see if if you can find a schedule. And I know that's something too we've been told in the past, that the courts have Twitters, and sometimes their schedule is they tweet it to look there. So Paul wants to know that. We all float. Does my one that talks, does it say we all float? I'm going to have to check that. And then her Dr. Oz episode will be on at the end of September. So we need that schedule. Let me see if this one says we all float. Is it the same thing every time, not something different? Yep. Usually you get these things and they do something different every time. His eyes light up. Ooh, deadlights. It sucks that it doesn't say that. I had a Pennywise room in my haunted house one year. And so I made it so it had a house and a sidewalk and a sewer grate. And so then in the sewer grate, I had, there was a fog machine, and I had, where are my hands? I don't know where my Pennywise hands are. So because when people are walking into a Pennywise room and you see a sewer, you're going to expect something to be in that sewer. So of course, then I had the fog machine, so you can't quite see what's in there. But then the Pennywise hands was hanging out of. My tattoo artist does not approve of the glow in the dark ink china. He says it's never fully been tested to know if it's safe. So when you do a haunted house, there always has to be a distract. Something that you want people looking at, and the real thing happens somewhere else. So, so I had the hands coming out of the sewer grate, and I had sound coming out of there, and the fog machine and the lights and all that, so you knew people would go there. And then the house that was over in a corner, that's where my Pennywise would come out of. A person in a Pennywise costume that would then come and torment you. So I've had a Pennywise room, and I also did a pet cemetery room. So my couple, from all the years I ran a haunted house, of the first room I ever did was a Bloody Mary room, which was a lot of fun because, so it's a bathroom, and you walk in and it's a bathroom, and, so you want people to go to the mirror and do the I believe in Bloody Mary. And my mirror was actually a drop window. And so then that means, it's made out of wood, and then so the people behind it will be able to hit something and it makes it drop. And, so then when it drops, it makes this loud noise. And so then a Bloody Mary, a girl dressed as Bloody Mary was there behind that. And, and then she just screams. And so you think that's it. That's all that's happening in that room. And so I had a shower that was next to it. And so then the Bloody Mary was able to come out of that shower and, and then fuck with you in the room. And then when you would walk out of my room, and you walk into the hallway before you go to the next room, and you think you're now going to the next room, I would have a second girl dressed exactly like the first Bloody Mary in the hallway to get you there. So that was fun. I also had a Shining room too. Yeah, so I did the Shining, and then I would have, so the two girls. And one year, and I've posted pictures of this on my private Facebook. The girls, the two girls, they did backbend and then crawl towards the people. Oh my God, it is so good. I miss doing a haunted house. It's it's really creative coming up with the different rooms. I had a Wizard of Oz room. And so I had a flying monkey that would all of a sudden jump and swoop over your head. And then there was the Tin Man that was strapped to a chair. And his chest was burst open because Dorothy had ripped out his heart. So I just took things that I like and then made haunted house rooms out of it. Good times. So, all right. I don't know. Was that your extra 30 minutes, Maz, that we talked about a haunted house? So, all right, I'm going to go because now I got to do this work thing. And just stay tuned. We'll let you know if I'm going to do a live on Friday or... No, I don't have a haunted house anymore, Maz. No more haunted house. And I think Halloween is basically going to be canceled for the most part due to COVID. So, but with the political work that I do and that we go out on Saturdays to go door to door to leave the candidates' literature, Halloween is a Saturday this year. So I'm totally going to go in costume. But then I'm like, we should do something fun for the kids. And since they're not going to be able to go trick or treating, they're not going to allow it due to COVID or whatever. So I have to come up with something that I'd be able to do, So if anybody's got any ideas on that, let me know. But all right, really got to go so I can make this Facebook event for a thing now that I have to do tomorrow. So not a whole lot of time to get people with 24-hour notice now. So just stay tuned. Christopher will let you guys know when I figure out in my schedule that we'll be able to go live next to finish. We've only got like 30 calls left, 25, 30 calls left. Yeah, I did do one last year. So that's going to be the last one. Sad. So, all right. So have a good rest of your day or evening, depending on where you are in the world, and we will talk again soon. We all float down here.